Oftentimes in my trainings, I talk about a principle called accidental versus intentional. You see, a lot of times I think that we go through life accidentally. We don't really take the amount of intentionality that needs to happen in order to ensure the goals that we want, to develop ourselves even deeper, and to be able to have the kind of contribution that we want to give back to the world. And people will often ask me after I teach this principle, I say, Jason, I get it, I want to be more intentional than accidental, but can you give me an example? How can I do this? And I love that question because I turn it right back around and I ask them a question. And I say, how many times did you hit the snooze button this morning? I ask you the very same question. This morning, this very day, when you woke up, how many times did you hit the snooze button before you actually got out of bed? Now, I don't ask that in order for some kind of guilt to be put on you at all. I simply ask that because this is one step of being intentional in our lives that we can change very easily, and the results are fantastic. In other words, change this, and you can develop more self-confidence in who you are and find more time in your day to develop yourself and raise yourself to the next level. That, my friends, is a powerful result. Here's what's actually happening when you hit snooze. You see, the night before when you go to bed, you set your alarm. And the alarm setting is more or less a promise that you're making to yourself. In other words, you promise to yourself that you're going to wake up at a certain time in the morning the very next day. For me, that's 5 o'clock in the morning. So when I go to bed, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock, and I'm promising myself that at 5 a.m. in the morning, I will wake up. 5 a.m. usually comes, and then I hit the snooze button. And the first thing, the very beginning, first thing that I've done my entire day is to break a promise that I've made to myself. And here's really what's happening. Is every time you do this, you're actually subconsciously reducing the degree of self-confidence that you have in yourself. You see, the very best way to build self-confidence is to be able to make promises to yourself and fulfill those promises. Therefore, set the alarm and wake up when it goes off, and you'll gain self-confidence. Now, there's something else that also goes on when you decide to hit the snooze button. You see, science has proven to us that our bodies go through sleep cycles, and they range between 2 to 4 hours every sleep cycle. And you probably have noticed that unconsciously you've just woken up a few times, maybe a lot of times, just before your alarm goes off. Have you noticed that? Well, why is that? It's because subconsciously our minds have put into process sleep cycles. And the body is naturally coming out of a sleep cycle about the same time your alarm's going to go off. It's getting ready and refreshed for the day. Every time we hit the snooze button, we're telling our bodies, just kidding. It's not time to wake up yet. And our bodies naturally go into another sleep cycle, causing 2 to 4 more hours of drowsiness during the morning part of your day. Now, I'm sure you don't want that. I'm sure you'd like to have more time in your day, you'd like to be more awake, more aware, and you'd like to have more self-confidence. So what can you do? Well, it's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Refuse to hit snooze. That is, don't hit the snooze button. Now, some might question, but Jason, how can I do that? It's simple. Move your phone, move your alarm clock, get it away from the spot that you're actually sleeping so it forces you to actually get up and out of bed. Do that for a period of 21 days to break the old habits, and then after 21 days, feel free to move it back closer to you because you would have formed a new habit, the habit of being intentional about how you wake up. Thank you. I hope you put this into practice and really do try it out because I honestly believe it would do amazing wonders for you, your self-confidence, and the amount of time that you have in your day.